Libra. My name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your January 2017 forecast for the month. Happy New Year! I can't believe it's 2017. This year went by super fast. I'm using the David Palladini Aquarian Tarot deck. I thought that was appropriate. We have all this Aquarian energy happening in January. The Aquarian Tarot. And David actually studied, I was reading about him, art and illustration at the Pratt Institute in Brooklyn. And that resonated with me because Pamela Coleman Smith went to the Pratt Institute and studied there, the illustrator for the Rider-Waite Smith deck, which was one of the first tarot decks ever created. So I thought, wow, Pratt Institute, they're upping their game. All these artists and amazing tarot designers. So I was connected to that, and I love the deck. It's very vintage and Renaissance looking as well. So it's like the 60s meets, the 1800s. Let's get to the reading. Oh, I want to thank you also for choosing me to read for you and for subscribing to the channel and for your donations. These are free forecasts, and I really appreciate the support. I always get back to every donation I receive, so I'm just spreading the love right back at you for those donations. And let's just start the forecast. On the 3rd of January, we have a Venus transit, and Venus is entering the sign of Pisces. So this is your 6th house of work and health. I love this for you, Libra, because Venus is balance, and she's smooths over the sector that she resides in, and she's here for 30 days, and it's your health sector. So for those Librans who haven't been feeling well, or you are recovering from illness, Venus is here to smooth that over, make it very easy for you to heal thoroughly. Also, she's love. So for those of you who aren't connecting with your jobs, she's going to help you start to really love what you do, or help you smooth over the routine in your day so you could start to appreciate and have some harmony in the 6th house of work and environment. It's a lovely, lovely energy. It's great for health. It's great for pets too, for female pets especially, because the 6th house governs our little animals. On the 4th, Mercury, who is retrograde, goes deeper into his retrograde, into the sign of Sagittarius through the 8th of January. And this retrograde impacts the 3rd house at this point. So, Libra, watch your communications from the 4th of January to the 8th. Even though Mercury officially clears his shadow, which is the point in which he retrograded at 15 degrees of Capricorn, on the 28th of January, he officially clears it. But starting on the 8th, you have a green light in this arena for signatures, contracts, any timestamps on legalities, you can go forward there. But since he's retrograding deeper into another sign, you have to really watch the speech. People might not be understanding you, or you're not interpreting other people as well. Miscommunications, information going missing. That happens with a Mercury retrograde in the 3rd house. Also the vehicle. Watch your cars. Don't get them serviced unless you have to, because they broke down in that 4-day cycle or 4-day period of time, which isn't uncommon. Vehicles, computers. I say the vehicle mostly because the 3rd house governs the car and the whip. So you have to make sure that the tires are on. Watch me get the Chariot in here for you. Is that the Chariot? Oh no. The Chariot's the car as well. So, and one of the cards that represents travel. So we'll see how that applies. I certainly don't hope that, but if there's ever a time where you're going to need your vehicle, looked at, it's probably something might happen in that 4-day period of time, and then you should get it checked out from the 9th going forward. On the 12th, we have our full moon at 22 degrees of Cancer in your 10th house. So there is a culmination and an awareness in the career sector for Libra, and Libra rising and Libra moon. Please watch all 3 of those forecasts so you can get a full scope on your monthly astrology. But full moons bring illumination. They light up the sector where they reside. And in Cancer, this affects your career. It's also the energy between the relationship between you and your father, the 10th house of the paternal, the opposite of the mother in the 4th house. There's an awareness of your authority figures for those of you who work for other people and have bosses. Some of your bosses might be retiring fully. You could be retiring if you're of the right age, and you have that option, because that's the 10th house as well, retirement. It's bosses and authority figures. And there's a closure here. So some of your bosses are retiring. There could be that double entendre there, or double definition. On the 12th as well, the same day we have our full moon, we have Mercury entering into Capricorn now. So he's done with the Sagittarius stay, and he's heading back into the sign in which he retrograded in the 4th house of Mother, the 4th house of home environment. So this could mean that for Libra who is considering a move or recently moved, Mercury in the 4th is the details, the information about the space, the environment. If you're not moving and you're not looking to move, Mercury in the 4th is communication regarding your home and documents, contracts about the house. Maybe some of you are building on the house or expanding your environment somehow. Mercury will see you going over everything with a fine-tooth comb from the 12th through the end of the month. On the 19th, our sun enters into Aquarius. And on the 27th, we have our new moon at 8 degrees of Aquarius. So there's where the Aquarian energy starts to come in, and the Aquarian Tarot. The sun in the 5th house, for those of you willing and able and of the right age, this could see conception. This could be fertility, children. The 5th house is fertility, children, creative endeavors, entrepreneurial endeavors. It's also the house of true love and romance. So for those Librans looking to connect, looking for love, there's no better time than when the sun enters. Well, that's not true. There is a better time. If Jupiter were conjunct Venus in your 5th house, that's another story. But the sun entering the 5th house, this gives life. The sun is our life force. Without the sun, we don't live. So where he goes, we follow with energy. And this is the 5th house for you, Libra. If you're looking to connect with new attraction, the 5th house is lighthearted. It's not your marriage. That's the 7th house. The 5th house is dating, fun, romance, dancing. It's literally dancing and action. And what do you do for leisure? What do you do for pleasure? This is where the sun is stirring that up. So if you're in relationship, it might get a little lighthearted at that time. If you're not in relationship, you could draw someone in. That's where you're headed. I like that for Libra. Now the new moon, if the 27th, if you want to connect, set your intentions, visualize. Whatever we visualize can manifest. That's the power of manifestation. You have to see it in order for there to be a result. So if you were visualizing around the 27th how you see yourself connecting, what kind of partnership do you want to form? Who do you want to have as your romantic partner? Who do you want to be physical with? All that applies to the 5th house too, and the 8th house of sex and intimacy. But the 5th house is more about, God, I can't keep my hands off you, or just the excitement. It's titillating is the 5th house. So you have this like stirring energy where the new moon and the sun are in the sector. It's a great time to plant seeds about what you'd like to manifest. And on the 28th, we have Mars entering Aries, the sign that he naturally governs. So he's very comfortable. And where is that for you, Libra? Aries is your polar opposite sign. So this is across the wheel in your marriage sector, in your soulmate sector, in your business partnership sector. So Through March 9th, Mars is here stimulating. Mars is action, energy, will, stamina, drive, determination, passion in your soulmate sector. So you actually have a double whammy, Libra. You're connecting lighthearted. The person you meet, you might end up right in a relationship with, because Mars will be there to pick up the energy and push it right into the soulmate sector. So this works for you too. Now, if you don't want relationship, you're going to have to bat them off, because this kind of energy could see them really coming for you. Mars in the 7th, new moon in the 5th, conjunct the sun. Yeah, there's a lot, and that energy sextiles one another, the 5th to the 7th house. So that's an aspect that's harmonious, 60 degrees away, filtering positive energy into these sectors. This is great. I want to see some romance cards for Libra, or some fire cards for the 5th house of passion. So let's get to it. I've been shuffling the whole reading. That's what I do down here. If you see me fidgeting, I'm actually dusting with my feather and shuffling the cards. And I'm going to be getting into some videos about you seeing my relationship with the cards, because I'm getting a lot of requests for that. And I also have been very inspired to take this the readings up a level and to do something different, as well as incorporate the normal Astro Tarot forecast. But here are your cards, Libra. And if you'd like to book with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. This is my sole profession. I read all through the week, and I have a new readings page on my website. So check that out. It's super cute, and I have some new pictures of the cards and my environment up there. So there's a new reading I'm offering too, and it's called the Lovers Compatibility 2-Chart Analysis Reading, like Pollux and Castor, the Lovers, the constellations of Gemini. So it's a 2-chart analysis reading. If you're in a relationship and you're looking for your compatibility, that's something we can get into. But just check out the page. I do offer an hour, 60-minute Astro Tarot reading, where I will have your chart available for the session. It is a phone reading. And I consult the tarot as well, and I talk about upcoming transits, as well as your natal positioning. And I hone in on the chart several days before our reading, so I do have some empathic, intuitive energy that comes through when I look at your chart. So if you're interested in that, you can select that as well, and I would get back to you in a few days with an email, and we can set it up. Okay, Libra, here are your cards. Knight of Rods. This is the card of relocation, moving. It's also an action card, fire card. It is about relocating and movement and your environment. Let's see what else comes up. You have a few more. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. This is super lucky. Hey, Jupiter. Jupiter's in your sign. And Jupiter is sextiling. There's an aspect happening. In the first week, there's an exact sextile at 22 degrees between Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter in your sign of Libra, which is where your luck is coming. Look at this badass card. This is some serious artistry right here. Wow, is that a zodiac table? Oh, it's almost alchemical in the symbolism. It's so interesting. I love it. Okay, so Jupiter is in your sign, giving you this luck. Jupiter sextiling Saturn in Sagittarius. The whole first week of January, it's an exact trine, but the sextile will occur through the whole month. Harmonious, 60-degree energy. So you have this in your first house of self and your third house of communications. You could see some luck piling in here in who you're talking to and who you're connecting with in that exact sextile. 8 of Pentacles, what you do for a living and how you do it. Repetition, hard at work, resources, doing the same thing over and over again. Repetition, I said that. Wow, what's up? 6 of Pentacles, you've got some coin action. This is the protection of your health and wealth, shared resources, money coming to you that's due to you through hard work. One more card. The Star card. Wow, this is beautiful. This would make a sweet tattoo. Even just that sun up there, I'm really drawn to it. I love the watercolor energy of these cards too. It's very soothing. The star. This is the sign of Aquarius in the Tarot. All of our Aquarian energy. The sun entering Aquarius on the 19th. The new moon in Aquarius on the 27th at 8 degrees. The star is spiritual. The star wants recognition. The star wants all eyes on them. So maybe this has something to do with you. Maybe this has something to do with a younger fire sign male in your life, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Or maybe there's an Aquarius, because the star is the sign of Aquarius, in Libra's life. Either way, this card is about recognition. And it's not going to apply to everyone the same way, obviously. But it's also maybe about quietly. So it's a card of peace and tranquility is the star, but it's also about quietly paying the respect, or quietly giving this person what they're due, but not making a big scene about it, is what I want to say. Maybe some of you are having a lot of luck, and this could be gambling winnings right here. This could be gambling and having a fruitful payout. The Wheel of Fortune with the 6 of Coins, and anything that you're on repeat with, like slot machines. This, you know what? I would never say go gamble, but if I had Jupiter in my first house, come on, I'm already in a casino. You can't keep me out of one. But that's some luck, and I would play within reason what you can afford to lose. I'm not trying to get you to sell your house now. Don't be emailing me about all that craziness. But this card, you might get your own recognition, Libra. You might be getting what you deserve. All eyes on you. All eyes on you, baby. That's what I hear. I hope this was helpful. I'm wishing you a sweet January, Libra, and remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.